The Hollow Man. For years, the townspeople of Ashcroft whispered about the Hollow Man. He was said to live deep within the woods that bordered the town, where the trees grew so thick that sunlight barely pierced through. His name was spoken only in hushed tones, for fear that saying it too loudly would summon him. The legend went that the Hollow Man was once a man like any other, until one terrible winter night, when he ventured into the woods and never returned. They said he had lost his soul in the darkness, leaving behind nothing but an empty shell that wandered aimlessly, searching for what was taken. Every year, someone would vanish near the woods, and their bodies were never found. No one believed in the Hollow Man anymore, or so they claimed. But when Sarah's younger brother, Luke, disappeared on his way home from school, the old fears resurfaced. Search parties combed the woods for days, but there was no trace of him, not even a footprint. Grief-stricken, Sarah refused to accept he was gone. She knew the stories, and as much as she didn't believe in ghosts or monsters, she had to find out for herself. One moonless night, Sarah ventured into the woods alone, armed only with a flashlight and a fierce determination. The air was colder than it should have been for early autumn, and every sound, the crack of a branch, the rustle of leaves, set her on edge. But she kept going, deeper and deeper, until the trees seemed to press in on her from all sides, and the darkness felt alive. Suddenly, the light from her flashlight flickered and went out. Sarah froze, her breath coming in shallow gasps. From the shadows came a faint sound, like someone whispering her name. She spun around, searching for the source, but saw nothing. The whispers grew louder, overlapping, until they became a low, droning chant. That's when she saw him, a tall, gaunt figure standing just at the edge of her vision. He was barely visible, like he was made of the same shadow that surrounded him. His face was blank, a featureless mask of darkness, and his hollow eyes seemed to swallow the light. Sarah's legs refused to move as the Hollow Man stepped forward. His hand reached out, and she felt the air around her grow colder, like the warmth was being sucked from her body. But just as his fingers brushed her skin, a voice broke through the noise, Luke's voice, calling her name. The Hollow Man stopped, his head tilted slightly, as though listening, and then, without a sound, he faded into the darkness. Sarah collapsed, gasping for air, but she knew. She had only bought herself time. The Hollow Man would come for her again. He always did.